how to make red lotus seeds paste mooncakes. Hello my foodies, this is CiCi here, and I just want to wish everyone a very happy 中秋节快乐. And of course today we're going to make some delicious, yummy mooncakes. And I just want to mention that this recipe actually makes 12 mooncakes. So 12 doughs and 12 fillings. I'm just gonna make a few of them as an example. First, we're gonna sift the flour here. To make the dough in a large mixing bowl, we're going to add honey. Traditionally, people use golden syrup for this, but you can totally replace it with honey, and I love it when I use honey. It tastes so good. I'm going to use peanut oil today. You can also replace it with other vegetable oil. And lye water. And mix well. So each ingredient serves a purpose here. For instance, golden syrup or honey is one of the main elements that makes the outside of the mooncakes soft, chewy, and shiny. And this lye water gives the mooncake its golden color. And now we're going to add the sifted flour and mix. Your hand to knead the dough or the flour until it is incorporated and no streaks remain. The whole process takes about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm using a pre-made mooncake red lotus paste today, which you can buy in most of the Chinese supermarkets or online. When you buy a paste, just make sure to pick the one that has vegetable oil in it, in order for the skin to become soft and shiny later on. On how to make your own paste from scratch, I'll put a link down in the description box, or you can visit CiCi.tv. To put the mooncakes together, we're going to need a kitchen scale. To measure out 2.6 ounces of filling at a time. Make it into a ball with your palms. The mooncake mold I use is for 4.4 ounces mooncakes, so I measure out 2.6 ounces of filling and 1.8 ounces of dough for each mooncake. You can change the proportion as you want, as long as the total fits your mold. And cover it up with a plastic wrap. Do the same with the rest of the filling. After resting the dough for 2 hours, we're going to use the scale to measure out 1.8 ounces of dough at a time. Form it into a ball with your palms again. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. It's like playing with Play-Dohs. I play with Play-Dohs a lot these days with my kids. But this one is so much better because at the end you can actually eat them. And when you're done, you can put it on a plate. Immediately cover the plate with a plastic wrap. And we're just gonna do the same with the rest of the dough. Take a ball of dough and use your palms to pat it into a disc. About 2 inches in diameter. Then take a ball of filling and put it in the center and wrap the dough around it, bringing the edges of the dough up to cover the filling completely. The mooncake mold is 4.4 ounces or 125 grams. Place it into the mold and gently flatten it until it fills the whole thing. And now we're going to put the mold on a parchment-lined baking tray. Press the stem down and slowly lift it up and release the mooncake on the tray. Immediately cover it up with a plastic wrap to prevent it from drying out. Do the same with the rest of the dough and the filling. Now, we want to spray the mooncakes with water. And cover with bows or plastic wrap. And let them rest for about 30 minutes. This will help prevent the mooncakes from cracking. And to bake the mooncakes, we're going to position a baking rack in the middle of the oven and preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. In a small bowl, we're going to separate the egg white and egg yolk. Whisk the egg yolk. Add water and mix well. Filter out the egg wash and set aside. Just before baking, spray the mooncakes with water again. Then transfer the tray of mooncakes to the middle rack of the oven and bake for 5 minutes, under 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the mooncakes from the oven and let it cool for about 15 minutes. Lightly brush the egg wash all over the mooncakes. Don't apply the egg wash while the mooncakes are still hot or add too much, as you might destroy the pattern. Turn the mooncakes to the middle rack of the oven and bake for 10 minutes under 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the mooncakes from the oven and let it cool for about 30 minutes. Then transfer the mooncakes to wire racks and let them cool for another 2 hours. Then we're going to store them in airtight containers for 2 days before serving. 2 days later, you'll find that the mooncakes become soft and chewy. The color will also become darker. After 2 days, as you can see, the mooncakes start softened up and the color also darker than 2 days before. And the smell, honestly, is so good. It smells so sweet. So let's give it a try. So when you eat mooncakes, you actually, rarely people just eat the whole thing like this. Usually people cut it up and people will share with your family or your friends. So I just cut it up and let's give it a try. So good. This is definitely the type of food after you eat it, you feel suddenly happy. When you eat mooncake, you share with your family and your friends. Everyone is happy when they're eating, and they call it happy food. So comment below and let me know what type of happy food, when you eat it, instantly make you happy. So the mooncake I make today, though, it is perfect. The crust is soft and kind of chewy at the same time, and the paste is just yummy and delicious. Give it a try and let me know how it goes for you. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up. I will see you again in the next episode. Bye now!